Hey everyone, Steve here, the TheDjLab, and guess what? I'm going to attempt to install a 12-inch skin on my XDJ-AZ, and I'm going to do it live. So if you're going to be watching this on the replay, you might want to speed it up so you can see the final result, or skip ahead, whatever. But I would suggest you just go into YouTube and change the speed so you can see the process. Couple things you're going to need. You need to clean this damn thing. Clean it well. I don't suggest using alcohol wipes because on a piece of Pioneer DJ equipment before, I used alcohol pads and it changed the finish. So distilled water would be ideal on a paper towel. I've done lots of skins. I've never made them perfect. All my skins turn out well. So as long as it's relatively clean, you should be good. And hopefully, what's going on, Alan? Hopefully this turns out as good as I expect it to. Thing you're going to need, see this here is a little tiny flathead screwdriver to get these P-locks off. So just go in there on the side and just gently, you see, you pull them out. Make sure you don't lose anything. Key thing right here, don't lose things. These P-locks are a great idea. I hate doing it because I never want to scratch anything. I probably could have put let me find something. I could put something underneath it so I don't scratch. Yeah, that's better. Put something underneath, that way there you don't scratch anything. See if I can hit it from this side here. Actually, I found a smaller one that's going to be better for this. Yeah, much better. Okay, they came off relatively easy. And then you see when they pop off, then you have these little gray things that you just take off from the side. Remember how they go on, so you get everything on okay. Put off to the side. Okay, that's free. Oh, we got one more P-lock on here. Okay, P-locks are off. Now, one of the other tricks I've got for you. If I can find, I need to find a card. So I need a full credit card, but I don't want to use a credit card. So I'm going to use my laundry card. Laundry card for the machines in my building. And this is another trick too. So you can slide things under and help to pop off knobs, because some knobs are going to be difficult. Another thing to do, super important thing to do. I know there's pictures of this thing everywhere, but I'm going to take a picture to try to remember where the knobs go. So when you have all these knobs, You know, sometimes you forget which ones go where. This one's on pretty tight. And I have some really bad arthritis in my fingers. And this is my first time taking the knobs off this particular model. What's going on, Frank? So some knobs you're going to really struggle with. Let me find a little container. You know what? Red drinking cup. Make sure I don't lose anything. This is probably the worst part about skinning anything. Is getting the knobs off. Getting them back on is not a problem. It's off. Some of them come off pretty easy. For some of them, I don't really need any kind of force. And then some of them, I need to give it a little bit of a something. But this card really helps, I'm telling you. I know lots of people who've had issues. Huh, look at that. Well, that's interesting. You see that particular time knob? There's like a little piece of plastic, like they almost wrapped it as if it was a little bit loose. It's like somebody did it. I've done that before, and like someone did a quick fix in the factory. Let me know in the comments when you do yours if you run into that same issue. That's pretty interesting. Just coming across that right now. The one thing I won't be doing here on the video, obviously, is I'm not going to be skinning the front, the sides, or the back on camera. That's pretty easy. We just want to do the top here. I'm going to do each side. We're going to do the middle. So I'm going to skin the middle first before I take the other knobs off. And I might actually even, just to make life easy, I might skin this first and put the knobs back on it. So it's less the knobs to deal with after the fact. Like I said, I've done this so many times that through trial and error, I'm always finding the better, faster way to do this. Don't take all the knobs off. When you have 3 sections like this, you better just to work one section at a time. Just like over here, when I take those knobs off, I'll skin that side, put the knobs back on so I don't confuse anything. It's going to make life way easy, man. Want to shout out to my buddies at 12InchSkinz. They're always taking care of me, man. They sent me a skin for the AZ today. They sent me a skin for my Euphonia, a white skin and a magnetic skin, and they sent one for the Opus Quad, and they sent me a brushed silver skin for my Denon DJ Go. Man, this is going to look so good. It's like birthday present, Christmas present, running a little bit late, but these guys are super busy, man. It's not a giant operation. And because it's not a giant operation, the attention to detail, man, every skin fits perfect. This guy's so OCD, it's crazy. And a shout to SynthSkinz. That's SynthSkinz. They're going to be at NAMM, and they're going to be doing their hard launch of the skins for all the synth gear. Okay, I think we're golden, man. Look at that packaging. Look at that. Stone. I'm super excited for this skin. Because as much as I love this controller, the only thing I dislike, I don't like having black gear. It's harder on my eyes. The white stuff looks better on camera, I find. And I know all my friends that have an AZ, when you see this thing in white, you're gonna want to click the link in the description. Don't forget, link in the description to this. And I do have a discount code. Let's just lay it on and see what it looks like. Oh, already, man. That's nice and thick. That's going to just go on with no issues. That's going to go on really slick, man. I can get it off now. Okay, one last look. One little fan. Make sure there's no dust. My little greasy fingerprints are off of it. I want to take one last look before. Just want to make sure everything, like, because obviously there's a little wiggle room, right? So you just got to find, like, you know, the circle here, you know, if that's lined up, everything's looking pretty smooth. So you're supposed to, there's a way to do this. There's a proper way, then there's Steve's way. And on the thicker stuff, it's not so bad because nothing's really going to stretch. I guess the idea is that, you know, you start some of it and you lay half it down, you peel the rest. So that's what we're going to attempt to do here. It's lining that circle up. Or is it lining the bottom up? Let me revisit this for a second. Let me go through the bottom first. So let's try the bottom. This is where the OCD comes in. This one might be a bit more difficult than I expected. Of course, because I'm on camera too. My OCD's kicking in. No alcohol wipes, dude. I've done alcohol wipes before, and on Pioneer gear, it changed the finish. I think we're good. I don't go pressing the shit out of anything down. What's going on, Conrad? Uh-oh. We're running into some issues now. Okay. This is where Steve's going to get crazy, because now I just took the whole sheet off, because trying to roll like that, I think the better approach is to go from the top. Oh, I thought this was going to be much easier, guys. This is why I did it live, just to show you real time. Oh God, we're gonna have some. Because man, when I put it on, I want it to be perfect, perfect, perfect. You know, I don't want it to be off in any way at all. It's getting over these things here that you know, this could have honestly been a thicker piece. I've seen 12-inch skins do thicker pieces on their gear. So I'm not quite sure. Why this one wasn't one of those thick pieces. So one of the other things to look at too is to make sure, and I'm good, that the I don't know, tough call. Maybe I could have come over a touch because of the meters, but I think we're good. You see, like, but I'm looking, and it's like, even on the buttons here, I feel like I could have come over just ever so slightly. So I might attempt it. I don't know. This is where this piece is going to help. Let me see if I can catch an edge here. You don't want to stretch it either. That's the other problem. So I'm being like super careful. What's going on, Jamie? Just trying to skin this thing, and my OCD got the better of me. And I'm seeing that I could have actually moved it over just a little bit. You don't want to rip it. And you don't want to stretch it. Oh shit. I don't know at what point I didn't have my microphone on. Did I have my microphone on for any of it, man? Oh my god. Oh my god. Because I was leaning over this and it has a touch sensitive thing on the mic here, right? On and off. Anyways, so let me take a second here, catch my breath. That was a little bit of work. Got me a little warmed up. And shout out to my friends at 12InchSkinz. Sorry that I didn't follow the instructions, but you know what? I got it on and it looks nice. Now, obviously, once I have this all installed, I'm going to have to set the ISO and adjust my camera a little bit because it might be looking a little washed out. Let me take off the one light here. Yeah, that gives you a little better idea how it's looking. Okay, now let's move on to the other side here. Now here's the question I wonder. You see how there's no lines under here? Did 12InchSkinz fix this? Well, yes, they did. Yes, they did. They corrected the one thing that for some reason AlphaTheta decided to do without. So obviously the decks are identical, so it doesn't matter which one you put on where. The only thing I'm going to need to remove here is, you know what? How about we put the knobs back on? I said I was going to do the knobs first. So these are the trim knobs. That much I remember. And then I'm going to have to look at a picture for the rest, I think. Well, I might not have to be honest. Obviously, these are the color effect knobs. That's easy. Glad to see got 11 likes in here. 185 views. Guys, you double tap. Well, I guess because we're on regular mode, you don't need to double tap your phone. Just hit the like. Feel free to say hello as I'm trying to get this done. I've been waiting for the white skin for a long time, and you know, these guys are super busy. They're preparing for NAMM. I'm surprised that they were able to get it out to me so quickly. Like, he just sent it out the other day. I'm in Canada, and got across the border okay. I think this is the effect selector knob, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that the time knob? Yep, that's the right one. I think this was the time knob. I feel like the rest of the knobs are all the same. Or no? We got white bottoms, we got black bottoms. This is where I'm going to need to look at that picture to see. Okay, all the white knobs are the EQ knobs. That's easy to remember. It's okay. Everything that's white goes on the EQ. Let's go on, Jason. Never done a skin live before, and I've attempted to make videos to do it in like time lapse and shit, and I always run into issues. So I thought, you know what? And rather than try to make a video and edit the living shit out of it, I will do it live so you see how long it really takes. And on the replay, you can just, hop on YouTube and you can set the speed and change the time so you can like rip through it quickly. And okay, so now we got short knob, two short knobs, and a tall knob. I gotta assume the tall knob is my parameter knob. There you go. And just turn the pot to the farthest and then line up the line and you're good to go. That's pretty easy, right? There we go. That part's done. Shit, there's a lot of parts here. See how this looks. Hmm. You know, maybe for the future I'll have him make one. But personally, I would have liked to see that edge, it come right up to the edge. I would have liked to have the black. And you know why? I'll tell you the explanation behind that is if you want to buy a screen protector for this thing, I've been looking and I think there's some tablet screen protectors that might fit, but they might go from edge to edge. Finding one that goes exactly that. So it definitely changes the look of it. Yeah, I kind of think, honestly, it would have made that a little bit thin, perhaps, around here. That might have been a bit of a pain in the ass. But I might have preferred that to be gone. Now, because it's a small skin, I don't think I need to tape it. I have my cyber stuff here. Get any dust off. Pretty straightforward skin, so I think this should, it's a little on the flimsy side, I gotta say. I would have expected this to be a little thicker because yeah, it might be a little difficult here. And one of the great things about 12-inch skins too is when I talk to them, I give them feedback about stuff. Say like, here's where I ran into things like this top skin here, and I know they have the thicker vinyl because there's no knobs or anything. It could have easily been a much thicker one. I don't know what difficulty I'm having right here now. I see what's happened. So you know what? In hindsight, maybe I should have taped this one too because it's so thin. And the thinner they are, the easier they are to stretch. And also, you got to imagine, I'm leaning over a desk that I can make it a little bit lower. That should help. Let's try this again. Different way. I know there's some people probably watching going like, dude, you're doing it the hard way. And you know what? So there's the thing. That whole black bezel thing, now that I see it, I can definitely agree that it would look better. But you know what? 12-inch skins is awesome. All I gotta do is just, message the guy and say, you know what? I think this would be better. And could you use a thicker material? And he would jump on it. So here's the thing about thicker materials. Just want to point out. If you start going too thick with the knobs, then all of a sudden they rub. So that's some of the things you got to account for. But as I explained to him too, you could always take that knobs, and I've done it with my Rain Performer, with a couple knobs they were rubbing. You put a little bit of toilet paper, it's like just like a tiny little piece, like wadded up, just enough that when you put it on, it gives it a little lift. You know what I mean? I did a whole video on that. So now we got that done. I guess the black bezel, and if I was like really handy with an X-Acto knife and everything, I would just cut that out myself. But I'm not that. Let's go on, Ruckus. You're gonna see them over on NAM, are you? I'm not that fancy. Like I said, it's an easy fix. I don't have to do much. They can just send me another one and I'll rip that one off and put the one without the black bezel gives it the illusion of a bigger screen. And I think, like, for instance, when I'm doing the white controllers, you notice, like, I've got white skins for the top. I'm not going to put the white skins on the platters. I'll show them, but I'm not going to put them myself. I like that black and white theme. Now, the piece I'm looking for is a piece that goes right here. There's part of it. I found it. So this would probably be near impossible, right? But there's so many pieces to this thing. If, and this is a big if they made the back of every piece had like a letter on it, and there was like a diagram to show you what goes where, that would be pretty genius. I don't know if that's even possible, if that would jack the cost up. Hey, what's going on, 12InchSkinz? Dude, so far, because I didn't tape it and peel it back like you guys suggest, I was having a little bit of a go with it. My only thing I would suggest for future skins is if the whole thing could be a little thicker. That would be, I don't know if you guys tried a thicker skin. And I know the knobs, but I can always, people can always put something in there, like a little stopper to raise the knobs up. But this one right here, this was the one that if it was thicker material and it didn't have the white bezel, having the glass exposed is going to be good, because I think there's some other tablet type glass touch like screen protectors that would fit this thing. So that's probably my if I had a beef, that'd be my only beef. Don't forget, guys, I do have that discount code in my description. So even if you don't have an AZ, they got skins for everything. Uh, my OCD in here. This is really not the best way to be doing this. And I wonder if the guy, even if it was a cost related thing, I wonder if people would spend the extra for different materials. Especially to considering the cost of this thing, right? come together. All right, should we do a jog wheel next? And I think I should try the tape thing. What's going on, Starlight? You know, it's funny. You guys want a skin company in the UK, and I want a company in the US that makes lollipop headphones. Oh, while we're on the topic there for a second, do you guys see what I made? Right? Look at this thing. So, quick explanation. I know we're here installing the skin, but let me just tell you about the phone for a second. I had a pair. I bought them from a Value Village, which is a secondhand store here in Canada. $5 for a pair of Sony MDR V500s. Like V500s weren't that good. You know, like they're nothing special. But originally I was going to take a driver from the MDR V700 and I was going to try to put it in there and solder the wire and all this shit. I suck at soldering. Soldering headphone wires is hard. So I literally took apart the outside housing of the Sony, the other Sony headphone, cut it open, and left the cord attached. And it has this crazy long, like, look at the cord on this thing. It's perfect. It's just like a telephone cord. So I didn't have to do anything. I opened this thing up, took out the speaker that was in there, used a blue tack that like, it looks like Play-Doh stuff, lined the thing, put it in there. I added a little bit of weight in the bottom with a couple of bolts, nuts and bolts that they kind of blue tacked in there, so there's a bit of weight and the balance on it's good. This sounds good. Is the Beat Effects button open a little large, or has it not been pulled back yet? What are you talking about here? It's a touch. It's a touch bigger, man. Like, I mean, it could have been adjusted over a little bit. Is a possibility I might have stretched it a touch. I don't think so. Like, and I'm looking straight down on it. Could that be over like a micro hair or something? Maybe, you know, if I had taped it down and did it like these guys are supposed to do it. So let's get the other side going here. Once again, this card comes real handy. Just pry that open. That's it. Oh, this here too. And the tempo fader pops out after. So let's do like they suggest. Let's try taping this one down. Everything's looking and I cleaned this thing with like some distilled water earlier, by the way. Let's pop up the Q buttons. See, and that's the thing. I didn't realize how thin the skin was when I did this one. So it felt thick. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of these thick ones where I could just peel it and lay it down easy. And I don't suggest using alcohol. I had, what was it, my V10? Was it the V10 or was it, I forget now. One of them I cleaned one time. No, it was a 900 Nexus 2, I think. I cleaned it with rubbing alcohol, and I swear to God, it left on the black finish, it left almost what looked like a whitish residue that just, I eventually got it off, but I had to use like, no, I think I used like some kind of oil or something. It was just, let's put it this way, with the silk screen printing and stuff, I wouldn't suggest alcohol. So we're going to try this whole tape trick though. Because right now, everything's looking, I don't even know what I'm doing, guys. Let's go on a low moral fiber. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. Oh, I know what's missing. Where did I put those goddamn scissors? Okay, okay. Oh, I did something. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. There's buttons I did not push up. My bad. Um, you need the bottom. Nah. Oh shit. See? Mm. Don't worry. I'm going to fix this. Pick the worst guy to install this, man. But there's the point. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It just might be harder. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cut this off. Don't know what happened to this corner. I got like a wrinkle. A wrinkle that wants to keep popping up. You can't apply it to the bottom and then up part tape it. Tape it. Well, whatever I'm doing is working. It might not be the best way, but I'm telling you, it's working. Let me tell you, the tape job, the way I was doing it anyways. All right, 12-inch skins, catch you in a bit. We got another bubble. I don't know if they just do the temple bars. They probably would. And there's the other thing too. If you got to lift it, I suggest just using like a piece of this stuff here. Now, let me turn off this light now that we got so much white going here. And but like I was going to say, I would suggest using the edge of this, and you can kind of get under. Just lift and reapply. So far, so good, man. Everything's looking nice over here. Okay, let's get rid of the mess. And just make sure that this isn't going to rub on anything. Look at that. Beautiful. I think I need to get a drink for a second, guys, if you need to like do a little washroom break or anything. I tell you, it really does change the look of it. So just to give you an idea, that gives you an idea of what it looks like if you were to do the white platters. And I don't know. One of the advantages I gotta say of doing a white platter is this platter is a crazy fingerprint magnet. It's a crazy fingerprint magnet. So if you're really OCD about fingerprints, this might be worth having on. But getting this lined up is going to be super difficult. And This is also the thing that could have had, for 12-inch skins, that could have had a much thicker with the grippy texture on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay, but it could have been it could have been quite grippy. Okay, let's try and get this done quickly here. I got skin for the Euphonia as well. Fucking, that's gonna look so badass. My friend did his in white. It looks so good. To be honest, I probably won't leave these on. Like, it'd be good. I mean, you know, not dealing with the reflections off the jog wheels and shit for the camera is kind of nice. Um, but my CDJ 3000s, I don't have them on there either. So if I ever want to put the 3000 beside it, I might want to match. So, and oh yeah, yeah, I like the Opus. The Opus has nice jog wheels. I have a skin for the Opus, by the way. That's going to be another project for another day. I'm going to do my Euphonia, but I'm not going to do my Euphonia on camera, but I will show it to you guys when it's done. So we look clean over here. Just give it a quick little. Keep in mind, I did clean this all in advance. Just giving it once a little over. So this time, be smart, pop this out. Pop this out. So maybe Lewis can explain. He's saying like leave the back end on, don't take it off, but I don't know. Pop out the play in the Q button here. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm probably not. So you could put the sticker on the play button. And it would protect it from getting scratched. And I might. I might actually put them on. Because they do look pretty good. Hey, Low More Fiber, thanks for the membership upgrade. Yes, it does look way better at the pitch lines. Like, I don't know. You know, when I asked these guys about this, and their explanation was about, you know, having this modern look, blah, blah, blah. And I think they were cheaping out. I think they were just cheaping out on us. Once again, the trick with the card, you want to get that jog, just give it a wedge, and out it goes. Oh, speaking of, I'm going to put the other one back before I forget. And because it's a thin skin, thin makes it more difficult, but thin also makes it so things don't rub. So that jog wheel feels, you know, the jog adjust still feels the same. Get this guy off too. Once again, the old sparkle card for my washing machines here. And we're going to line this one up. Oh, didn't get the damn things out. Okay, now we're starting to look like something. You know what's crazy is, strangely enough, there's a part of me that almost feels like, if that black bezel was exposed, I would almost leave the top black. When you got the whole black and white scheme going. Just like, to be honest, what I would have liked to have in here, because I did it on my 1200s, I think. Or did I do my 12s like that? I don't remember. My 12s, they got a little bit black showing. But if I had a black insert, I don't know. And what might have been kind of cool too is if I had a mixed and matched colors and did the center a different color than the sides. Okay, so I'm going to try to follow Lewis's instructions. So, Lewis, are you saying, should I, when you say about the half, so should I do like tape, what half should I tape? The top half, the bottom half? Which way do you think I should do this? Top, bottom, left, right. Where should I be putting the tape, in your opinion? Should I do the sides here as well too? Like, should I do something right about here? I know there's going to be a bit of a delay here, Lewis, so just waiting it out. Getting a little bit of help from one of our viewers here. Your OCD's killing you. You know what, buddy? I should have already did that. I'll wait for Lewis to give me some more instruction here while I do that. So we're gonna do this side as well too. Let me just deal with everyone's OCD. The little gray guys, right? Remember, flip them on to the side. They're on the right side. Oh, my bad. One of them is for the crossfader. They're not all the same. Let's try the crossfader one over here. So also, when you look at these things, you'll see there's a way to go, a proper way to put it on, and a way that won't go on. I think that's the proper way. I think when you look at this, you probably can't see that, but there's like one side that actually has a bigger opening and one that indents. And I think that's the crossfader. Yeah, the crossfader is a little bit fatter, by the way. And you'll know, like without even looking, when you go to put it on, it'll either just slide on really nicely or it'll feel like you're trying to force it. So without even looking, you'll know that one feels crooked. Put it on like there, it feels fine. So if it feels crooked, you've got it on the wrong way. See, they all went on like really nicely. And then these guys here, you'll see like that. And just use another one here to kind of push down that one side a little bit. That one, strangely enough, went the other way. This one here is lifted just a little bit. I want to look at it. Nope, it was on the right way. Remember when I said about being careful? Is this the one for the crossfader? Yeah. Almost thought I lost it for a second. Okay. So, this is all positioned really nicely. We're going to take the advice. We're going to take down the sides there. So before I do anything, is this what you're thinking? Tape here, tape two pieces, piece on either side, about halfway. And then you think from this point here, we're going to peel. So that's what you're saying, right? Four tapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make sure. Nothing is going to shift on us. Right? Okay. So you're saying just lift from the top and start peeling back. Because this is what you're getting at, right? So here's where things get tricky for me. It's like, what do I do with the excess? This excess feels like it's going to get in the way. You know what I mean? Like, You just fold it under like that. But then by folding it under, you can see I don't have room. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna do it. If I fold it under, it's not gonna work. It won't work if I fold it under. Yeah, that's like I did last time. I just cut it. And now you're just saying the other one should be easy, right? Now just untape it and grab the bottom of the other one and away I go. Well, let's see how easy this is. Oh, Lewis, you're a fucking genius, buddy. Ah, this, come on. Come on. Really? Oh, look, that lined up perfect, buddy. Where were you at the beginning of the stream, dude? Oh, see that corner gets it every time, man. Fucking mission accomplished. Well, that worked out much easier. I wish I had it did that for the mixer section. Shit, this video wouldn't be like fucking. I've been live for an hour and a half, man. An hour and a half I've been doing this, for Christ's sakes. That makes no sense. So, now we've seen the proper way of doing things, and we've seen the wrong way of doing things. Just in case, you know, now you know. Oh, damn, put that on too quickly. Now, what do you think? Leave it black or leave it white? Gotta put those things in there. Lewis, you did tell me for the mixer, but I don't know. I think I already had it all peeled off when you told me. I don't know. There's delays and shit. Maybe I wasn't looking at the screen. Best part about this channel is that we have a community, you know? It's like I don't know everything. I'm not the smartest guy here. You know, sometimes you got to show people the wrong way. You know, like it worked. Did it take me longer than it should have? Sorry, my bad. Lost the mic. I think I've somebody online has a white AZ. No, they didn't put a Pioneer DJ logo. Or did they? Oh my god. Now, the one thing they could have did, why'd they give me two of these? Oh, I see. I think one was cut wrong. Yeah, yeah. 12-inch skins could have did without the record box Serato. Wait, see, they gave me two of these ones too. That is funny that they gave me that this is for this, this is for the back of this. It's a Pioneer DJ. Yeah. So when they go to give me a new one of these, I'm going to ask them to give me one that instead of saying record box Serato DJ on it, I think right there, if anything, like leave it blank, or I'll just going to put the TheDjLab because I don't really, I don't need it to say Serato because I'm never going to use this with Serato. Just me. Like, I'm just not going to do it. A couple videos, sure, but these things are solid. They're solid, man. Oh, that card comes in so handy. No one taught me that trick, man. I thought about that myself. Whew. All right. Now, Let's do things smart. It's small, but let's tape it anyways. Just make life easy, right? Especially because it has meters and I want them all to line up like really, really good. And this is where the OC comes in just a little bit. This is just like a slight little bit bigger up there. It's just a little, it could have been cut a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but you could probably see how that white comes off by just a bit more on the edge. And it's not the position of this thing. It's like literally, um, I can show you right here. You see when you hold up to here, how it's just a little bit bigger? So, some feedback for 12-inch skins. But man, I'm telling you, it fits pretty goddamn good. You're saying, in this case, right tape and apply by the left. You sure? Are you sure? Is it going to make a difference? I'm going against my buddy. I think because of this knob here, um, maybe you're right. You know what? So far, this guy's been bang on with his knowledge, so. I'm not going to question a guy who's smarter than me. That's the smartest guy in the room right here. I'm the smartest guy because I'm listening to the guy that's smarter than me. Don't think you know more than someone else. No matter how fucking smart you are. Because you want that clip light and everything to be bang on, right? That's a good question. I don't know if there's such a thing as a round screen protector for the jog wheel. And I am considering a screen protector, and that's why I want a different skin for up here that doesn't have this white border. What would have been real genius is if 12-inch skins had made a skin that had the screen protector built in. And Lewis, I'm going to be using your techniques, the proper way of doing things, when I do the Opus Quad. Opus Quad's going to be crazy and white because, you know, it was very controversial, the look of it. It's going to be interesting to see how that looks, buddy. And just like pull and go, eh? Look how easy that was. You know how satisfying that was? Man, dude, I wish I had a talk to you years ago. I've been doing shit the hard way. This stream should not have been an hour and 39 minutes to do this shit. But you know, I took a break for a second. It's lined up pretty good. It could have been maybe, I don't know, slightly different. I'm not going to fool with it. Let's get these knobs back on. You want to see the cue buttons go on? You know, one of the strangest things about this thing is the honest fucking thing is that the main volume knob, right, is little. You think the main volume knob would have been like a fat, it would have been such a dinky little knob. I don't know. I'm sure there was a good reason for that. Um, uh-oh. This little bastard got bent. Huh. Shit. This is gonna be difficult, man. I don't even know. This is where OCD becomes like for real. Need that overhead light. It's not even plugged in. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna do the jogs, to be honest. I'm not gonna go through that much trouble. Same with the play button. It's like that's just, you know, using the force. What do you mean, gotta line the front with the pads? What are you talking about, man? You think it looks nicer? You know, here's my thing. I think they look nicer too. But believe it or not, and I have no long fingernails or wear jewelry. Somehow these things scratch up like a bitch. So the guys at there's a company that makes the clear stuff. They were supposed to be sending me some clear buttons for this, but I don't know what happened to these guys. Because they do have like little clear protectors. So before they get too mashed up, I'm gonna put these on because um something else you guys don't know. It's a bit of a not a secret, but I haven't told anyone. But in about like maybe, I don't know, but I'm already thinking maybe in like 4 to 6 months, I might sell this unit. I just might sell this whole thing. So protecting the Q buttons is not a bad idea. So if I decide to sell it, I can. So here's what's really funny for my purposes. Um, I'm not gonna skin the back and the front and all the shit. Um, I'm gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it like on camera. Okay, which side should I do, man? Tape the left or tape the right? Low moral fiber. Main reason is just literally money. It's just money. Because the odds of me selling my CDJ 3000s and my V10 and getting what I want for it are pretty slim. So, you know, I'll make my videos. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? You want the tape on the left side? Frank, in 6 months, I'm going to be selling this thing at exactly the cost that I paid for it. There's no sound 'cause I wasn't talking, dude. I was concentrating. So, like, I still need to put the ones on the sides. There's some pieces I still need to do, but I just don't need to do them on camera. That gives you an idea what it looks like with the white. know why. Ah, turntable. Good call.
It's the music. It's all underground. 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 It's the music. It's all underground.
This thing, you hear me, girl? Come on, come on. This thing, you hear me, girl?
She come here and look for dancers and found them.
Come on, come on. You hear me, girl? This thing, you hear me, girl?
Coming on the microphone is BMW. Dance until you drop is what we want to see you do. Girls, I'm a lover and I will lead the crew and kiss you. So the beats easy breezy. Listen to my words, don't bite or swallow it. Now think I need to rock this no thing. Just break, don't stop. Yes, I got the power to make you shake your booty. Keep the folks going, that is my duty. And with no flaws, be rich and famous and
Don't bet.
Jumping off the stage and you start dancing. There's three of us ladies and we're all handsome, 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 handsome. Let's get together and start romancing, pantsing, pantsing. Tie your shoelaces, jamming so hard, sweats on all your faces. Every show we had, we turn. Every show we had, we turn. Every show we had, every show we had,
Trans effect works perfect for me, buddy. And yeah, I would say there's no way you could put the knobs on the wrong way. You know what I mean? There's only one flat spot, so I didn't have mine all at 0, but you could. But like even when they're off, I still turn them all to 0. Then I put the caps on because it makes it easier. So yeah, you are best to just put everything at 0, and then when you put the caps on, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, boy, this is going out to all the homeboys and homegirls of the world. This is BMW, kicking it, and you know it. Standing in your seats while we're co-grooving you. Moving to my beat, now what we want you to do. Put your hands together, yeah, just like that. Now give it to me, a soul clap. Working up your body so bad that it hurts you. By the time it's over, we soak your shirt through. Pick out a lady and start to flirt. Leave the rest of us, now watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Leave the rest of us, now watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Leave the rest of us, now watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Leave the rest of us, now watch us work.
Oops. Forgot one knob. There we go. Always forgetting something around here. So that's it, man. That's it. Thanks for all the likes, my friends. I've got 622 views on this one. This went, 2 hours, but man, special. You know what? I got to do it because that was the fucking solid shit right there. Where is this guy? Give Lewis the old blue wrench. Be part of the blue wrench crew, Lewis, because that was a solid, man. I was struggling with this thing, and if I had to listen to Lewis in the beginning and started taping things, especially up at the screen, if I had to started taping everything, this would have been like a 20-minute video. No joke. So don't worry. When I do, I'll probably do another one. I don't know when, because this takes a lot out of me. This, because of my glasses and my vertigo and dizziness, looking down and doing this shit kind of fucks me up a little bit, believe it or not. It takes a bit out of me, especially doing a live. So when I'm done, like when I completely finish skinning this one here, I will do a video on the Opus Quad. And that one's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be crazy to see what the Opus Quad looks like in white. It's going to look like something straight out of Star Wars, I'm sure. So yeah, friends, I think that's it. If you're catching it on the tail end, you can catch it on the replay. I would suggest you fast forward through. You know what I mean? Fast forward, change the speed things up. I didn't really say that much in the video, to be honest. Like I said, the quick takeaway, the only things, remember, small, tiny, flat screwdriver is the best way to get the P-lock off these things here. Using a card, using an old bank card or something that you don't give a shit about too much. Like, it's okay, it didn't wreck anything, right? But using the card to pry some of these buttons up, some of the knobs, I mean, that's helpful. Taping the stuff down, like Lewis has explained, which comes right in the instructions with 12InchSkinz. So you think after all these years of using 12InchSkinz, I would have done it the proper way. But no, I'm stupid like that. I'm just kind of checking the one corner here. I had like a little bubble popping up, but these skins are pretty good. You can usually kind of flatten it out. So yeah, I guess the other thing to do, once you know everything is good and golden, is you can kind of go over everything and give it like a little wipe to just make sure the glue's sticking down. Just a little precaution, just to make sure nothing's gonna pop up. Shouldn't, but especially in between the pads. Smooth, man. Now all I need is my friends at Deck Saver to hook me up with a Deck Saver for this puppy, and we're good. And so I'm gonna hop off here, but I think I'm gonna do, now that I've got a magnetic skin and a sticker skin. I'm gonna try the magnetic, take some pictures and stuff. Um, but then I gotta take the knobs back off to put the other skin on. And the magnetic skin on the Euphonia, the only problem about it, it does like the front, the back, the top, the one piece, but it doesn't do the very top piano finish. So it looks a little strange, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm lucky that Deck Saver is another one of those great guys that they'll take, they help out little channels like mine. These big channels, they get free stuff, but they're big channels, man. They can afford it. I'm a little guy. I don't make a lot of money here. So it's nice when I get these little corporate sponsorships to help things out. And you know what? Deck Savers, I can't say enough about Deck Savers. They're great. They work. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. Um, and they're durable as hell. And 12-inch skins, always, man. I honestly, you know me, man. I can't say enough about 12-inch skins. Like, not only is 12-inch skins like a good product, put that aside, it's an amazing product, but the people that work there, you know what I mean? They're just like your buddies. You know what I mean? They joke around, fuck around. They're not super stuck up. It's the kind of guy you want to support. You know what I mean? These are the guys that you want to see them succeed. I dealt with Style Flip. Style Flip, was a great skin as well too. Um, they have a few more selections on some odd things, but they felt very corporate. They were nice. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like you're dealing with like your best friend. So, and yeah, man, prices going up and shit. Like the Canadian dollar here is dropping like a fucking rock. You know what? That's just it. Prices go up. You know what? Food prices go up. Everything goes up in price. These guys got to eat. It's unfortunate, but you can't expect shit to stay the same price forever. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna roll. Thanks for popping in. I may hop on a little later, do a stream. Um, actually, let me see the time here. Hey Google, what time is it? Shit, I gotta roll. I forgot my girlfriend's coming back here tonight too, so I won't be doing a stream later. And I gotta clean up this goddamn mess because I got like skin back in everywhere. And you know what? I'm sure 12-inch skins would easily, if you request that you want to have the Pioneer DJ logo on the corner, you can. But and all jokes aside, I don't mind the AlphaTheta brand. I'm 51 years old, and I'm okay with change. Pioneer DJ doesn't mean it. The name doesn't mean nothing to me. The gear works, does what it's supposed to do. That's all I give a shit about. I don't give a fuck what name you call it. Personally, I think AlphaTheta for the next generation of people makes more sense. Pioneer DJ. We're getting to a point where only the boomers give a shit. The kids don't give a fuck. Kids don't give a shit what the name is. Only as boomers that had the Pioneer car stereos and Pioneer receivers and Pioneer plasma TVs. Only you guys give a shit. The rest of us don't. It doesn't really matter, man. Yeah, you're right about the tempo thing. I'm sure they'll make them. You know, how hard is it to put them as a separate piece for? Because yeah, fuck, it really did change. You know, I get it. It wasn't needed. It was some that maybe the silk screen printing were off or something, but I'm happy it's there. I'm happy it's back. Okay, guys, going to roll, and let me just. Oh, so I check something out real quickly about the lighting. Changing different color lights above it. Hey Google, turn all the lights off. All right, friends. Now I'm done. Now I think I'm good.